Just got through watching Hobbiton's video on deep cellaring tobacco, and I just wanted to do an extension to his video. He made some great points, but it got me thinking. It's hard to convince. I'm going to use myself as an example. It's hard to convince my wife that I need all this tobacco. Until one day I sat her down and I set her straight. I did. I said, "You gonna sit down?" No, I didn't. But I did. I brought her into and gave her a little history lesson. And maybe this is something that you can do to help you deepen your cellar. But before that, if you haven't checked out Hobbiton Piper's video on deep cellaring tobacco, I want you to pause this video and go and check out that video. Go. Okay, welcome back, guys. So, you're like, you know, Kevin, I can't convince my wife that I need to deep cellar. She just doesn't understand. Well, this is where Mr. Robert Leslie comes in and says, I'm going to give you a little history lesson. They call tobacco a cash crop for a reason. That means you can use that crop as cash. And I would be willing to argue that it's better than cash. Tobacco gets better with age. Tobacco gets more valuable with age if you store it right and correctly and cellar it. I have some 30 to 40-year-old tobacco in there that is worth 4 times as much as I paid for it. Maybe more than that. It's not going to lose value. But pre-1964, our currency was backed by physical commodities, gold and silver. But somebody got the bright idea to say, let's do away with all that stuff and let's just print paper money and pretend it's worth something. One day, that's going to catch up. And that paper money that you have is going to be worth maybe starting a fire with it or using it as toilet paper. That's about all you're going to be able to do with it. If the economy tanked, the dollar lost, that paper money is going to be worth nothing. This right here is processed whole leaf red Virginia. I bought a pound of it. And what I have processed in this jar is not even close to a pound. It's probably only cost me 5 fake dollars. What is this worth? If the SHTF, which means hits the fan, and there's the monies you're having to trade and barter. Can you imagine somebody's jonesing for a cigarette? Like, they haven't had a cigarette in like 3 days. What you could trade this for? This amount of tobacco for food, water, whiskey, toilet paper, which I'm never going to trade for toilet paper. I can make do without toilet paper. But I'm saying, you know, this could feed your family for a month, maybe. You never know. So, when you're deep cellaring your tobacco, you can convince your wife that it's money in the bank. And if that situation never happens, I'm not saying it's going to happen. It may. But it's better to be prepared than not. And again, tobacco gets better with age. If you have an aromatic, you store it, it's going to lose that quality. But I'm going to tell you, bad tobacco in this situation is better than no tobacco. You're going to be able to barter with tobacco. It's putting money in the bank. You get paid weekly. Buy a tin. Put it away. You get paid bi-weekly. Buy 2 tins. Put it away. Get paid monthly. Buy 4 tins. Put it away. 2 tins. Whatever. Just put it back. Forget about it. I got tobaccos in here I'll never smoke. They're not my style, but I hang on to them because I can trade them. I can give them away as gauze. And I can just wait till maybe, you know what, hits the fan. But if it doesn't, you can still pass it down to your grandchildren. Your children or your grandchildren. It's a hedge against inflation. Just as good. This stuff is as good as gold. Prove me wrong. Just telling you. Go check out Hobbiton's video. And here's an excuse for you to convince your significant other that you need to deep cellar your tobaccos. God bless everybody.